But I hope that all you fellows get a chance to see some of the other parts of the world and see what they've got and compare them to what we have. And, well, I can tell you right now what the troops are talking about in Iraq and the other one. Yeah, I can tell you what they're talking about. Going home. That's all we thought about. Really and truly. We didn't want to be there. Hey, this isn't home. Home's over that way. And it was constant. And, of course, mail was a big thing to have. Now they have all sorts of satellite things that they can hook up to. They have camps over there, so it was different from us. We'd start out and finish somewhere else, but so we never had camps. The regiment after the armistice, they patrolled Bremen, Germany for 8 months after that before they came back. But that was about the first encampment that I know of, you know, after they left England there. England was something else. I'll say I'm not a big English fan, but, well, they kind of gave me the idea, or gave us the idea that we allowed you to come over here and, you know, like we should have been honored to come over there to England. But before D-Days, it was quite unusual in that we had equipment there. Just, I mean, fields of it. You could go down a highway and look, and there, right off the highway, would be a Jeep. And behind that would be a row of Jeeps to the horizon. I mean, and that was just, say, one field. And different types of trucks and Jeeps and things like that. They covered the place. And they hauled all of that over to France, you know, right after D-Day. And, hey, that's America for you. That's what we do. And so you just have to help. I mean, just have to feel proud of your country. I am. It's not perfect, but it's a heck of a lot better than some other places. Is there? Yes, ma'am.
Have you been back since?
No, ma'am, I haven't. I would like to go back. Standing up this time and go through some of the places that I was, and instead of crawling up to them, I could just walk into them. But like I say, talk to young fellas, get right. I mean, toughen up, because like I say, when you hit that ground, you don't have time to look where you're going. And if you land on a rock and cut your arm or something, well, you can go to the aid station, they'll do that. We did have, by the way, some heroes. Those heroes, there were something like 3 of them in every company. They were our company aid men, first aid. The Geneva Convention said that they would not be armed, and they weren't armed. They had an armband, which I'm sure you've seen, with the Red Cross on it. They also had a little folder with their picture in it, stating that they are non-combatant. The reason I mention them, they were our heroes. If you got hit, they were the ones coming and get you, and it didn't matter. They'd come and get you, and a lot of times they'd get hit. But Lovely people, lovely people. Of course, they had a system of hospitals, but then they had to get there too, you know. And, well, it's a long time ago. Anybody else got a question? Some people had relations in the Air Force over there. I don't know why, but you know, I guess we needed them.
Were there any conflicts within your division and with others' divisions?
Conference with them?
Conflicts.
Oh, yeah. The 35th Division, which is National Guard outfit in Nebraska. I think their headquarters out of Omaha. After we were in combat, I guess a couple of months, they came in at that time, and they were on our right flank. But they were about 800 yards behind us, and they'd shoot us in the back. We lost, one afternoon, lost 3 of our platoon scouts from mortars. Well, they would, you know, they were back there, and they'd see movement up where we were. So they said, you know, there they are, get them, you know, and here we go. I mean, several times they would shoot at us like that, and we volunteered to go discuss it with them. But for some reason, the battalion commander wouldn't let us, so, you know. But, I mean, it's everybody shot at us, infantry. They, the Air Force and would shoot at us, they'd strafe us, even though what you had, we had these panels, and they were bright orange and about this wide and about 10 feet long. And you put those right behind our front line. Well, that was for Air Force over there to see that and know that we were there and to shoot over here. Well, which they would do, but then they'd start back here behind the panel and come right on up over to get them. And we never, every once in a while, the regimental commander called down to the division, battalion commander and say, hey, tell your men that the Air Corps guys called and said quit shooting at their airplanes because you're putting holes in them. And the battalion commander said, anybody shoots at us, we shoot back. Well, it's really disconcerting to have somebody shooting at you in the back too, you know, as long as the front. We had, I think that was about the only time they actually killed that many at one time, but they would shoot at us. And of course, well, I'll tell you about some of the weaponry that the Germans had. They had old action rifles that they used in World War I. We had the M1s, which were much better, but they were great on machine guns. They had a machine gun called the MG-42 that would fire 1,100 rounds a minute. And that's, you know, they wouldn't go pop, 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 pop like our machine guns. It'd be like that. And it would burn up their ammunition quite fast, but it was cheaply made. Darn good machine gun was cheaply made.